Hey, welcome to edsguitarlessons.com. That's one of many tones and sounds that you can get out of a BlackStar ID 60 amplifier. It's a solid state amplifier that emulates tube amps, and that's setting number 1 in one of the bank patches. I'll try to just be brief on this. There's a lot of specs online and stuff that you can look at. But let's see what I can do to help you out here to kind of get an idea of what's on board here. You can see on the left there is the voicings that you can have. You have clean, clean bright, crunch, super crunch, OD, OD2. It's on OD2 right now. The next one is a gain. The next one's volume. Then you got 3 equalizers, bass, middle, and treble. Then you got the ISP, which this device here is called ISP. That basically allows you to dial in a tone from American style amps to British style. So once you go past 12 and go on this side, it emulates British style amps. Then it has a unique feature that's tied to this button right here, and this is to engage the TVP, True Valve Power, and it has an EL84, a 6V6, EL34, KT66, 6L6, and a KT88 emulation of tube sounds. Okay, you can turn it on or off. It could be activated or not. And then you have your effects here. You got modulation, delay, and reverb that are controlled by this dial here. You have a level control that controls the effects. It's tied into the effects, so you can turn them either louder or not as loud. You have resonance here, a presence knob, and a volume. It is very loud. It's a 60-watt amp, but just like a tube amplifier, it probably sounds more like an 80 watts of power or 100. It's probably closer to 100. Along with it is the BlackStar foot switch that you buy separately, and I'm going to go over that switch today in our demo so that you can understand how it works, how to save patches, how to change patches, and navigate through the foot switch. And I'll just do some close-ups here, see if it'll zoom in there. Yeah, there you go. Alright, that's what's on board here. Right in the middle, that's where your tuner will be. Okay, there's your 4 switches, and we'll go over that a little bit more closely in a few moments here. So basically, I'm just going to hit a couple of tones that you can get off this guy, and I'm just playing basically through a Charvel Telecaster here. Okay, and they're all single coils, but this one is supposed to be a stacked single coil, so hopefully it'll give you kind of a humbucker sound. Okay, so right now I'm on the bank setting. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's the bank setting. I didn't go over these buttons here. There's a USB plug. I already did a demo on the software, but that's where the USB plug is. You can have banks 1, 2, 3, 4, and different colors. You got green, orange, and red. So 4 times 3 will give you 12 different sounds that you can access here and or through the foot switch, which I'll show you. You have a tap button for your delays and modulations that you can tap and get you know, the right amount of beats per minute that you need for your delays. Okay. So you just heard patch number 1 on the green channel, but I'm going to switch over here to manual. So that means we're not in patches, we're just looking at the amp now. And I got a sound here that I really like, and that's basically I put the gain up all the way, the volume up all the way over here. Put these about in the middle, more of an American sound. And I did use the TVP on an EL84 amp, you know, tube setting. No effects, of course. These are I'll put them all about there. I don't know if that's going to affect what I'm trying to do, but I want you to hear the compression sound that we get here. Very nice compressed sound, of course Strat sound, but it's very compressed because I put the gain and the volume up on the left side, and of course keep the volume down on the right, the master volume. But it really compresses the signal. Let me see, I'll play it without the valve power, so it's kind of straight up. It's probably still not a bad sound. Here's with valve power. Really like that. That's an EL84. Let's just go up just so you can get an idea of the different tube sounds. So that's the smallest tube. This is the next one up. Don't know if the microphone's going to pick that up. Here's the EL34. Everything's getting louder and a little bit more bassier. Okay. It's a KT66. Hear things breaking up a little bit. Back my volume on the guitar, see if it changes. Really cleans it up like a tube. Okay, and here's an EL6. And here finally is the KT88. Really loud. Roll it back, the volume. I'll put the volume back. A lot of punch there. No, but I want to see, and that's straight over as far as you can go to the left on the ISP, which makes it more American. Let's go kind of British, see what it sounds. There's full British. Roll the volume back. American. I don't know if you can hear it. It is more, as they say, woody when you go to the British side, and they say because they put more mids in it, and it gets more of a woody, bassy sound. And the American side gets a more spank, I think, and a little bit more trebly. So there you have it. That's basically going through the settings there. And I was on a clean setting actually, so it really doesn't, we can't finish this off like that. So let's go ahead and do the big tube, overdrive 2. It's American sound. Throw some more gain on it. Throw some British on it. American. Roll back the volume on the guitar. So this ain't an extensive example of what's going on with the amp, but it gives you a rough idea. Okay, I don't want to make this a 4-hour demo. So anyway, now